finally, to the game of tennis. I love you and will never leave you.
Yes, you've heard it right. It's the end of an era. Roger Federer has announced his retirement from tennis on Twitter, stating that after this year's Laver Cup, he will not play in any tours or Grand Slams. Tennis fans all over the world are sad to hear this news and have showered their love and best wishes for him on social media. Roger Federer's announcement. Roger Federer has stated that the Laver Cup in London, which is going to start next week on September 23, 2022, will be his final ATP event. He tweeted, "As many of you are aware, the last 3 years have been difficult for me due to injuries and surgeries. I've worked hard to get back into competitive shape, but I also understand my body's capabilities and limitations, and its message to me recently has been heartfelt. I am 41 years old," the Swiss, who has won 20 Grand Slam men's singles titles, said in a social media statement on the 15th of September. He also said, "I've played over 1,500 matches in 24 years. Tennis has been more generous to me than I ever could have imagined, and now I must decide when it is time to call it quits. My final ATP event will be at the Laver Cup next week in London, of course. Of course, I intend to play more tennis in the future, but not in Grand Slams or on the tour." Previous performances of Roger Federer. As Federer said in his retirement message that he had been out of form for the past 3 years, we can see that he is right. He has been out of form since a quarterfinal loss at Wimbledon in 2021. Following that, he suffered a knee injury. He won his last Grand Slam title at the 2018 Australian Open before he was plagued by injuries. In his retirement tweet, Federer wrote, "This is a bittersweet decision because I will miss everything the sport has given me. However, there is so much to be thankful for. I consider myself to be one of the luckiest people on the planet. I was given a special talent to play tennis, and I did so at a level I never imagined possible, for much longer than I ever imagined possible." A snapshot of Federer's tennis career. Let's shed a little light on his early career. Despite his obvious talent, Federer was known in his youth for his fiery temperament and lack of discipline on the court. Federer evolved from those early foundations into a player whose poise in big moments was a defining feature of his success. His first Grand Slam victory came in 2003 at Wimbledon, when he finally realized his immense talent after making a few blunders as a young player on tour. The once ponytailed player quickly dominated the ATP Tour and Grand Slams, winning a record 8 Wimbledon single titles in total, including 5 in a row before falling to Nadal in an epic final in 2008. Roger Federer held the world number 1 position for a record 237 weeks, winning 6 Australian Opens, 5 US Opens, and the 2009 French Open to complete the set. A gold medal in Olympic doubles in 2008 and a silver medal in singles in 2012 were also highlights of his career, as were 6 end-of-season tour final victories and a Davis Cup victory with Switzerland in 2014. Hence, it is the number of titles and wins that are enough to tell the tale of Roger Federer's career. Some pundits agree on the fact that no player in tennis has made tennis look so effortless, and very few players have been courteous in and out of the court. And Roger is one of them. In his retirement letter, he even discussed how tennis became his dream by saying, "I was a ball kid in my hometown of Basel when my love of tennis began. I used to be amazed as I watched the players. They seemed like giants to me, and I began to fantasize. My dreams motivated me to work harder, and I began to believe in myself. Some success gave me confidence, and I was on my way to the most incredible journey that brought me to this day." Roger concluded his retirement message with an emotional note. "So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone around the world who has helped me make the dreams of a young Swiss ball kid come true. Finally, to the sport of tennis, I adore you, and I will never abandon you." Tributes to Federer. After the announcement, tributes to Federer poured in from all over the world. The former tennis star Andy Roddick tweeted, "Cheers, Roger. Thanks for the shared memories, my friend. It was an honor to share time and on the most hallowed grounds in our sport. And the ATP Tour posted a picture of the legend with the caption, "You changed the game." Federer transcended the sport with his success, style, and pleasant demeanor, becoming one of the world's most famous athletes. Even after 4 years since his last Grand Slam title, the 2018 Australian Open, he is still the sport's highest earner. We will end the video with all our best wishes for the player. Also, share your emotions in the comments section.